Well, hello there. How are you? Cheers. Just want to start off by saying that today's video is brought to you by Giant, as big as your face caffeinated beverages, and dry shampoo. Because you know what? We're all about real life here at Teach on a Mission and this channel, because sometimes caffeine and dry shampoo is what makes the world go around when you are a busy AF teacher. It's just the way it is, right? Well, here's the thing. That's kind of what today's video is all about. Today's video's sole purpose is to talk to you about and kind of provide you with various tools, gadgets, just resources is probably the best word, to help you better manage the insane pace that is your teaching life. They are not necessarily top tech tools or organization specific. They are simply things that allow me, myself as an individual, as well as lots of teachers that I work with, to just manage the various roles that they play in life a bit more sustainably, a bit more sanely. And to be totally honest, dry shampoo and caffeine should probably be at the very top, tip top of that list. But in all seriousness, I'm going to bring to you 5 tools that we're going to talk about that, like I said, they're not necessarily rocket science fandangular, but allow us to live a more sustainable daily teaching life. First, I have a question for you. What roles do you play in life? Put another way, who are you, right? You're probably thinking, well, what do you mean? And you say your name. Well, yes, that's important, but what roles do you play? You're probably a teacher. You might be a mom or a dad. You're probably a friend, a family member, a homeowner, a dog owner. You could be a person who prioritizes health, or a foodie, or a city slicker, or a country mouse. Like, there's so many things that you are, right? Well, this video is not just for teachers, although teachers, I'm a people, and everything that I do is usually for them. It really can be for everybody, right? This video is about helping you manage any and all of those roles, not just who you are as a teacher. Because as much as being a teacher defines who you are, is a major part of our identity, it doesn't define you. It's not all or the only thing that you are. Okay, so that's kind of a message that I hope that resonates with you today. We're going to talk about those tools, how to manage all of who you are, not just who you are as a teacher. So let's get to it. Well, hey there, and welcome back. I'm so glad that you are here. If you're new here, welcome for the first time. I am Mandy Rice of TeachOnAMission.com and the Sustainable Teacher Podcast. And this channel, each video that I work to release on a weekly-ish basis, is meant for teachers and helping you have what we call both. B-O-T-H. Both be effective with your modern day, today's student, and have a sustainable classroom that allows you to have a personal life, right? You can't have both. You can have an awesome, effective classroom and a personal life, okay? And so today's video is really going to give you some practical how-tos to make that happen. So if you're listening and you're like, yes, I totally need this, go ahead and click to like, subscribe, and click that little notification bell so you don't miss a single video that we have coming up really soon. And give me a comment. What's something else that you want to learn about or hear about on this channel? And make sure to share with a teacher friend. 'Tis the season at the time of this recording. It's like Christmas season, right? Sharing is caring, and I would so appreciate it if you would share this video, whether on social media or in an email or text with one of your teacher friends, and it just would mean the absolute world to me. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so let's get into the top 5 tools for a sustainable teacher. And that really is the goal, right? These resources or tools, whatever the heck you want to call them, it's all about how to make your daily teaching life and daily life in general a bit more manageable, right? So none of these are super fandangular rocket science level amazingness. But if implemented well, the results or the effects of them could be that. They could be that great, right? They could revolutionize some things for you. So tool number 1 are headphones or AirPods, Bluetooth headphones, right? Nothing fancy, but I'm telling you, you want to use these, and here's why. Have you ever been taking a little stroll? Maybe you're walking your dog, maybe you're going for a jog. Shoot, maybe you're listening to a video or a podcast on your commute to or from work. Maybe you're in the grocery store, you have your headphones in. We don't think about all of these little spaces where we could have our headphones in, but not just for the purpose of consuming content. Because I'll be very real here. And this is coming from someone who makes a shiz ton of content, whether it's on my podcast or on this YouTube video. Sometimes content consumption can do more damage than good, no matter what kind of content you are consuming. It's just everything coming in at you without time to kind of sift through it is not always great. So that's not why I'm recommending headphones. Here's why I'm recommending headphones. As a teacher, you are, whether you know this or not, a content creator. You are creating lesson plans and activities and notes and handouts and guides and organizers and presentations and slides and all kinds of things. And you also, whether you did that your first few years or the first few years of teaching a new course and now you're kind of in a routine and you don't have to be creating as much, you have ideas that pop into your head because you are a content creator. Do you so well. That doesn't even make a whole lot of sense, but this is just me speaking to you unscripted, real life Mandy here on this channel. It very much revolutionized my kind of content creation, even as a teacher, not just on this YouTube channel, to make sure that I had somewhere to put the ideas as soon as I had them. Because if I don't, they're going to go away, and then I'm going to sit down to create or to write or record and be like, crap. I forget, right? Like we call that writer's block or content creation block, or, creating a lesson plan. You have like a block. I don't have any ideas. Yes, you do. You're just forgetting them at this moment. And let's be real here. Pinterest is awesome. I love a good Pinterest. I go there for recipes and different ideas and all the things, but it is very easy to lose things on there. And those are other people's ideas. Those are other people's ideas that you're grabbing and that you want to implement, which yes, there's a time and a place for that. But what about the ideas that you come up with and you think, oh, I want to do that, or little notes about someone else's idea that you come up with and want to implement in your classroom? Here's how headphones, Bluetooth ones with a microphone, I should have said that from the start, with a microphone, are going to be huge. You're on your walk, you're driving, or you're in the grocery store and you don't want to stop and just text or write out everything on your phone. Open up your notes app because ding, you just had this idea, and click the little talk to text button and speak your idea into life. I'm going to tell you right now, guys, I have written entire blog posts. I have written entire lesson ideas that I later had to format. I've written entire podcast episodes this way, where I was on a walk with my little dog, right? And I'm walking along and boom, I have an idea. So I open up my notes app and I click the talk to text button and I just start talking. Is it perfect? No. But do I get the point across in a way that my future self later on down the road is going to be able to format and add to and edit and make greater? Abso-freaking-lutely. And that is a huge time saver and a huge, I think, sanity saver. So that when you go sit down to create, you're not just like running in place and you're not feeling all guilty and awful for not having the things right then and there. Tool number 2 is to have a daily planner instead of a teacher planner. Now, I have an entire video about how to digitally lesson plan, but this even is different from that, right? I love digitally lesson planning. You should absolutely go and check out that video if you haven't yet, where I give you that full tutorial on how to digitally lesson plan and really ditch your teacher planner. But your teacher planner isn't somewhere that you just write your lesson plans and ideas either. It's also a planner and a to-do list holder thing, right? Even that I find to be incredibly overwhelming. So my recommendation is that you get something like this here, which is the Full Focus Planner from Full Focus Co. I'll leave a link down in the description to get one, but not only to get one, but to get 10% off if you use the code Mandy10. But here's the thing. This daily planner, yes, you have a whole spread for every single day, and I'll show you a little bit closer up version of this, but this is an entire day right here, because that's how much space sometimes it takes to do life as a teacher. But more importantly, because this is a goal planner. You don't just set your goals in this, right? And you really never even set goals in a traditional or especially a teacher planner, right? In this, you don't just set goals. You plan them out in a way that allows you to dedicate space and time to actually accomplish things so that you don't have to get all up in your Sunday scaries about what do I have coming up and I have to make this massive to-do list. And that doesn't help. That just makes me think of more things that I have to do and all the time that I don't have to do it in. And that's not helpful. A tool like this is going to revolutionize all things planning for you when it comes to accomplishing and meeting your goals. So check that link out in the description to get your copy of the Full Focus Planner. Tool number 3 is a project management system. Now, coming up here really soon, I'm gonna have another video. Stay tuned for that, so make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it. I'm going to be showing you all things that is the project management tool that I use. I recommend what is called Asana. Now, here's the thing. Project management tools, at least when I was in the classroom, and I'm pretty sure that's the case today, have not really stepped into the educational space, at least not for teachers. And I think that is kind of a bummer. I really do, because I believe that teachers are the ultimate content creators and project managers. They absolutely are. If you are creating things and then managing their creation and implementation, then you are managing projects, right? Not just like student projects and that kind of vocabulary that we think of as teachers, but lesson planning and unit planning and curriculum creating and all of those things are like giant tasks or projects. Asana, or a project management software similar to it, will revolutionize all of that for you, but not just as a professional. It will also revolutionize your personal goals. Is this going to revolutionize it with your daily planner and the Full Focus Planner? Absolutely. But pair that with something like Asana, it's going to rock your socks. And here's why. I'm not just a teacher, nor are you. I'm not just a mom. I'm not just a volunteer. I'm any of the roles that you have, kind of like what we were talking about in the intro, right? Who are you? What are the roles that you play? You are not just a teacher. And you need to see all aspects of your life and the things that you're wanting to do, the goals you're wanting to accomplish, and just the things that you want to do with your life that aren't just defined as being a teacher. Now you get to see all of those in one space. And that's why I love Asana, and that when I create the system, here's what it is that I need to be doing, right? All of the tasks that need accomplished and all of the links that I need to help me accomplish those tasks. And then the system is just set up. And it's there for the days that I am going to work on it in manageable, accomplishable chunks, so that step by step, I am getting there in ways that allow me to accomplish the goals, but not obsess over accomplishing them. Not obsess over, oh, I have to be thinking about it all of the time or I'm gonna forget something. No, because it's all in that project management software for you. So I'm gonna show you a little bit more about that in an upcoming video. Hopefully gave you a good glimpse of it in this video today, but stay tuned for that upcoming project management video. The next 2 tools, right? So tool number 4 and 5 are both on your phone. And I guess number 1 kind of was too with your headphones and the Notes app, right? But number 5, you guys are gonna think this is silly, or maybe you won't. But I'm telling you, it revolutionized my management of like surviving when it comes to food and providing for my home. And that is some kind of grocery ordering, or my favorite, which is Amazon Subscribe and Save. So let me show you what that looks like. So on Amazon Subscribe and Save, if you have the Amazon app on your phone or you can get to it on the computer, you can go to your account. And if you have an Amazon Prime account, you have access to Subscribe and Save automatically. It does not cost you any additional amount. You're gonna click on your account and then Subscribe and Save. And what you will do is set up a subscription to any kind of products, like non-perishable products that you need in your home. So think toilet paper, paper towels, deodorant, toothpaste, toothbrushes, Q-tips, hairpins and brushes and dry shampoo, right? All of these things, you can put them on autopilot. Set it up for a 1 month, 3 month, 6 month, or annual subscription, and it will automatically ship to you on your subscribe and save date. Now, the really huge, awesome thing is that if you subscribe to 5 products or more any given month, you're gonna get an additional percentage off of all of those items. So back in the day when my kiddos were little babies, and they're little, but they're not little babies anymore, I set up subscribe and save for the first time because of diapers and wipes, and because they didn't just give you 15% off of those, they give you 20% off of those. So if you're a mama or a daddy and you have little ones in diapers still, Amazon Subscribe and Save is even more attractive for you. So make sure you get it set up. Make sure you subscribe to 5 things any given month. It doesn't have to be the same things any given month, and get those savings. Get those savings. So here's the thing about Amazon Subscribe and Save, or any kind of grocery ordering that you can do. It's all from your phone. So if your students have some downtime in your class, or you're at a red light, or you just have a moment, you're waiting on the dentist to call you back for your appointment, something like that, you can get on your phone, check your monthly order that automatically comes, or start your grocery order that you need, and just grocery shop from your phone. Now, a lot of you might be like, duh, I already do this, and that's fantastic. But if you don't do Amazon Subscribe and Save, you absolutely have to check that out. Like I said, for your non-perishable things, for your hygiene things. Shoot, they even have makeup and makeup remover and just anything like that. You want to check it out because you can set it on autopilot and forget about it, and it's amazing. Tool number 5. I love this one, and let me kind of explain to you in full why. Tool number 5 is Audible, or some other type of audiobook app. I love Audible because we are an Amazon family, and they actually have now an Audible subscription. I'm kind of blanking on the amount, but for a certain amount, you can get 12 credits. That's 1 monthly credit if you want to think of it that way. 12 credits to get books on Audible. Here's how and why I love Audible. I don't necessarily like to read my fiction for fun books on Audible, but I really love to read my nonfiction books, whether that's like a memoir or a biography, but more importantly, like more of my spiritual books that I like to read, my parenting books, and a lot of my business and life books. I love to read those on Audible and listen to them rather than read them, because I can be moving. I can be on a walk. I can be driving in the car. I can be at the grocery store, right? Kind of like the headphones thing. When I have an idea pop into my head. And what's funny is oftentimes I'll be listening to a podcast or a book, and I'll have an idea pop in my head, and I just pause it, open up my notes app, and I talk into my headphones with my new fandangular idea. It's freaking awesome. But I can be listening to these books on the go. And like I said, I like to listen to those types of nonfiction books because they speak into my life. And if someone else is speaking those into my life and into my brain, they tend to register a bit more than if it's my voice reading it from the actual book. So that's kind of my explanation there. But the other thing is, not everyone reads their books aloud as fast as I can consume them. So I like a good 1.5 speed. A 2x speed is too fast, right? But a good 1.5 speed on Audible, it just speeds it up a little bit, and I can pause and kind of like reflect on the things if I even need to do that. But I get through the books a little bit quicker. Now that's not the goal. The goal is not to just get through the books, but why would I listen to it at normal speed if I'm able to go a little faster? Now, here's the other thing. You could also slow it down. If they're going way too freaking fast, you can slow it down. Like, how cool is that, right? Now, some books that I would love to recommend for you, I'm actually going to get on my phone here. Oh, there's too many notifications. Okay, so yeah, I have a total like education folder in my phone. It's got my podcast, another little app in here, and Audible. Let It Be Easy by Susie Moore was an awesome listen. It was so good. And the other thing too is I can easily listen to it again. Another one, something that I'm actually listening to right now is The Ruthless Elimination of Hurry. Love that book. Let me see what other one. So my husband and I share the app and he listens to all of his Stephen King books on here. Super cool. Let's see. Oh, Get Out of Your Head by Jenny Allen was really, really great. And a lot of different like business ones that I've read, The 4-Hour Workweek, but I also listened to both of Rachel Hollis's books on there. So just like I said, some nonfiction reads that I could speed up a little bit because I needed to. You might not have to, and that's fine, but absolutely love Audible and just being able to listen and have other folks speak into my life when it's convenient for me and that I don't have to stop everything else to sit down and read a book. I can do it while I'm washing the dishes, while I'm at the grocery store, while I'm commuting to or from work, right? Or on my walk with the doggers, right? When it works for me, and that is sustainable. All right, there you have it, friend. The top 5 tools for a sustainable teacher. Let me just give you a really quick recap here. Number 1, some kind of Bluetooth or wired, whatever fits your fancy, headphones that have a mic in it so that when you are walking or on the go and doing whatever and you have an idea pop into your head, all you have to do is open the Notes app and just speak into it. Now, do you have to have a microphone and headphones to do that? No, you could just speak it right into your phone if you want to. But if I kind of like to be listening to something, I don't know, I just do, you could then speak it too. Number 2, using a daily planner instead of a teacher planner, and I highly recommend the Full Focus Planner. You can check out what that looks like and all of the different options and colors and amazingness that is at the link in the description. Number 3, a project management software like the one that I use, which is Asana, and be sure to stay tuned for that upcoming tutorial video on how to use project management software for teachers. Number 4, a grocery ordering app or service. And even like another step up better than that is Amazon Subscribe and Save. Get all of your non-perishable items on order on autopilot and don't think about it again. And tool number 5 is Audible or some kind of audiobook listening app that allows you to speed up or slow down the books that you're wanting to listen to, right? The books that you're wanting to read, no matter what type of book that might be, right? I like to do all my nonfiction books on my Audible app and do my fiction books that I actually read, like real books and the physical papers, right? But however you want to use that, the idea is you can be listening wherever you are. You don't have to stop everything to sit down and read if you happen to be an avid reader. Okay, I hope that these 5 tools for a sustainable teacher are actually that. I'm kind of all up in my head about like, is this really worth making a video about? Like, are people actually gonna find this helpful? But here's the thing, it's nothing fancy. You don't necessarily have to go out and buy anything new unless you wanna get the Full Focus Planner or just any kind of daily planner or a bullet journal if you want, like just a notebook to help you plan out each day rather than a teacher planner. But like I said, they're nothing fancy, but I hope that they allow you to accomplish what is the ultimate goal here. And that is to have a more sustainable everyday teaching life, one that sustains you, obviously, right? One that allows you to be a bit more balanced, have your head on straight, and to really just thrive as an educator, but also in all the other roles that you hold in your life. Because as much as we are teachers through and through, it is not the only thing that we are. And all of these tools help us to be better at the tasks of teaching while also doing the other roles in our life. So I hope that you found that helpful. And if you did, please don't forget to click to like the video, subscribe, and click that notification bell so that you don't miss any of the upcoming videos. I would also love it if you would leave a comment. Let me know, like, I really loved number or whatever the tool was that I recommended, or maybe I didn't include one that you're like, hey, what about this? This would be so awesome too. Make sure to put that in a comment and I would love, love, love to hear from you. Now, lastly, sharing is caring. I would absolutely love it if you would share any of my videos on my channel coming out on a weekly basis for all of my teacher people. Would absolutely love it if you would share that with any of your colleagues or other friends that you think would find this as valuable. All right, thank you so much for being here and I will see you next week. Bye.